So what do you do with your publicity once you get your publicity? Because it doesn't do any good to line the bird cage. So what do? You send links to your prospects because you, she got it right. She's so happy. This is great. Good. See, I have only one answer. Now, whatever answer you say is going to be good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You send the lead to your prospects. Why? Because we all know it takes umpteen bazillion touches with your prospects before they make a decision. This gives you another reason to stay in touch with them. And you're helping them out. This article has good information. It presents you in a positive light. It may push them over the fence. You also want to send your publicity to your current clients. Why? Because your current clients are only one phone call away from becoming your former clients, because there's absolutely no loyalty in the world today. So if someone does it faster, cheaper, whatever, you're dead meat. But if they think they're working with the world's leading authority on your topic and you're it, then they just may stick with you longer than going to someone who sends them an email. Then you want to send it to your former clients.
Family.
Hey, family, yeah, family. And why do you want to send it to your family? Here's the bridge, and here's the golden hammer in working. Because your mother-in-law always wondered what you did, and now she can say, look at this article that my daughter-in-law is featured in. Isn't she marvelous? So now you get extra helpings at Thanksgiving. So that's always good. So send it to your family. Also send it to your former clients. Why? Because they're just waiting to get back into the game. Over 13 years, I can't tell you how many of my clients have stopped using my service because they got pregnant and had a kid, they were taking care of a loved one who had a serious illness, they were onto a different project, they wrote a book, they marketed the book, now they're back to writing another book. But they're always getting back in the game. As my good friend Patricia Fripp says, it is not your client's responsibility to remember that you are still in business. Write that down. It is not your client's responsibility to remember that you are still in business. By sending them an article, it reminds them that you're still in business, they can work with you, and you're the leading thought leader in your area. That's who you send your publicity to. Okay. Now your tear sheets. These are copies of your articles. Who do you send your tear sheets to? What do you use them with? You want to use them on your one sheet. You want to use them on your speaker kit, because this gives you credibility. You want to use them in your, in your book proposals. You want to use them in your book proposals, because acquisition editors want to see that you are a marketer. And another tactic that I just created very recently is to create an As Featured On button or stamp, and I have that on your handout. This is where you see your picture with the words As Seen On or As Featured In, and put logos of the places where you were quoted. This is incredibly powerful. I just created this 2 weeks ago. Now, when I speak on webinars and teleseminars, they used to put my picture there. There's this picture of this guy with, dark glasses and dark hair and white skin. And, he looks like me. That's it. They don't know who I am. There's no branding to it. Maybe they have my name underneath it. Maybe they have my company name underneath it, which most people would not recognize or care about. Carries no weight at all. Now, I give this button to meeting planners and webinar and teleseminar promoters. They put that on their promo materials, and suddenly I'm Dan Janal, keynote speaker, who was seen in the New York Times, Entrepreneur Magazine, and National Public Radio. Instant credibility.